noon, just because that's normally when I put a video out, and we figure then it makes an opportunity for you guys to be able to chat with us really well. And so on Thursdays we will always do a live. So just FYI, it'll either be a live Q&A. So next week I think we'll be doing a live Q&A, and then our very first fire sale that we're going to have since our kind of little bit of a summer break because of our busyness will be August 19th, Thursday, August 19th, right here at this time, noon Central Standard Time, will be when we will do our fire sales. And so you'll be able to tune into that. If you're not familiar with the fire sales, you get to buy direct from me right here off the YouTube channel, and then I shoot you an invoice of the things that you chose. We will record everything that you purchase, and we have everything laid out with set prices. So it's really, really fun. You have to be the first one to get your buying number in there so that you can purchase. So if you've never been to a fire sale, check out Hooked on Pickin Fire Sales, and it will help you. And that way, you'll kind of know the format. We're going to run them all exactly the same. And so I know you guys have been missing the fire sales, but we just had a ridiculously busy summer with lots of things going on and lots of traveling and all that fun stuff. So we are here, Paul and Heather Hooks, for a reseller Q&A. We do have a topic today. We're going to chat a little bit about fourth quarter. You're thinking, it's August. Why are we talking about Christmas? Oh, believe me, as a reseller, you need to be thinking about Christmas probably all year long, but we're going to start talking about it so that you guys will not be too late in preparing for it. Please give us a shout out if you're on. Say hello in the chat. Paul is here with the chat, and he's going to go ahead and give you a shout out if you're on. And so we're going to talk about some of the fourth quarter stuff. But hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content on the channel. We've been doing lots of unboxings. If you haven't seen some of the recent unboxings, check it out. We do have some things here sitting in front of us. Can they see them on the video? They can see them on the screen. Yeah. So we've got some fun things that we just recently unboxed that won't be seen until after this video airs. So you're getting a sneak peek already. Look at this guy. Look at it. It's cute.
We have no clue what it is.
We're not sure what it is, but it's a cute pillow, and there's a whole blanket on the inside of the back of him. So he's super cute. So just look
probably a Pokemon or something.
Could be.
Okay, Silver Fox says hello. She was the first one on.
She's amazing.
Congratulations. Gigi says, hello there, kiddos. Hello, Gigi. Michelle Estrella says, hey, and a wave. Haven't catched a live in a while.
Yes.
So, Susan Marshall says, hello, Heather and Paul. Deb Brick says, hello from Iowa.
Awesome.
Good old Iowa.
Yep.
Silver Fox says, that is a Totaro?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Is that Pokemon? I think.
What is a Totaro? Because it's listed as a Totaro on my website. I just didn't know.
It says our phone is ringing. Laugh out loud. Could be ringing. I'll double check.
Yes, it's probably shaking the whole screen. My Fitbit died. Usually I just hang it up on my watch. Was it someone calling?
It might have been. By the time I got there was nobody there.
Okay. So we didn't have a mini earthquake. The phone was ringing.
Could have been a miniature earthquake. We don't know.
Could have been a miniature earthquake.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
Where did my little
live chat?
There it goes. Okay. Debrex, hello from Iowa. Silver Fox, yes, it's a Totaro. Michelle Estrella says, your phone is ringing. I'm rereading everything. Claudia says, hello, Heather.
Hello.
Silver Fox says, it's from a Japanese movie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Jennifer Smith, hello, everyone. It's been a while.
Oh, it's got a little, you can put your hand all the way through.
That's nice. That's sort of disturbing.
No, it's not disturbing. It's cool.
Is. So we're going to talk about fourth quarter today, just to help you a little bit, though, if you're on the live stream, and we go blurry all of a sudden. It happens every time that I watch us on here. What I do is, when you are looking at the video...
His phone turns sideways.
And then it won't go back.
Turn it like this.
Turn it like that, and turn it like that. I'm not good with technology. Thank you, everyone. If you go ahead and... push on the picture through the little dots, pull up on the right-hand side, and then when you hit that, you can go to quality, then you can go to advanced, and then go to 720p, and you will be awesome, and we will be clear.
Right,
and
you can also give us a super chat and buy both of us a Coke today, because I went straight to the soda, and because I already had my caffeine this morning.
Did you already?
So I've had a coffee, and now I'm on a Coke Zero.
Look out.
Look out. I'm going to get some stuff done today.
Gwendolyn Morgan says hello to both of you.
Hello.
Craig Wolf says hi. Heather, hi Paul. How are you guys doing today?
Great.
Paul says, I just found you live. Are you selling the Totoro plush?
Yes, it's on hookedonpickin.com. That video hasn't even aired yet, so
$14.99.
$14.99 for the cute little Totoro plush with a blanket in the back.
I think that's a good price. I had a hard time finding what a good price was for that.
There you go.
It's probably worth $1,000.
Go snatch it up right now. If you order more than $100 worth of stuff, you can get free shipping too.
Yes. Silver Fox says that's a great price. All prices on Hooked on Pickin' are great.
I agree.
Better than Amazon. All of our prices are lower than Amazon.
Actually, yes, all of our prices are lower than Amazon.
So, anyway, we're going to talk about fourth quarter here a little bit. Again, a reminder that the
upcoming fire sale is August 19th on Paul's birthday.
Yay.
So, we're going to do a fire sale on his birthday.
We'll all be wearing party hats.
We are going to wear party hats.
Flippin' Somersault says, hey from Mid-Michigan. Hey from Mid-Michigan. Let's see. So, fourth quarter. When is fourth quarter, Heather?
It is October, November, and December.
Yes.
But,
correct.
As a reseller, you can't wait till then.
No, you can't wait till then. I mean, you really should be already starting to prepare for fourth quarter. And we're going to be able to help you, especially if you're a reseller, to be able to think through that, just with things that we've learned through the years, I guess.
Well, and we thought it was a good idea to talk about it now because everybody waits till fourth quarter to talk about fourth quarter, and there's just so many things that you have to do before fourth quarter to be ready for it.
Yep.
So we thought we'd talk about it now.
So, okay, technically fourth quarter is usually the best-selling quarter of any retail store, whether they're online or whatever the situation is. If you're selling stuff, fourth quarter is where it's at. Because people are thinking the holidays, they're getting together for Thanksgiving, they're getting together for Christmas, they're doing these different holiday seasons to be able to give somebody a gift and something of that nature. Also, people seem to have a little bit of extra money in their pocket for some reason. A lot of people get bonuses around that time. Mm-hmm. Employers are thinking of that to help spur on the holidays. That's where you'll see stores offer all sorts of deals to try to be able to sell everything that they potentially can. But, although fourth quarter is
October, November, December,
it really seems to be starting earlier every year. And so what we've sort of tracked it to is, we used to say September, really people start buying more. And in statistics on our site, that is completely true. We make more, we sell more,
we've got about,
even starting in September.
We've got about 4 years of statistics, and the uptick of sales usually happens in September.
Correct.
But you were going to say?
Yeah. But the issue with fourth quarter coming the way it is, it seems now, once school starts and people get back into a rhythm, that's when they even start thinking about holidays.
Yep.
And so our school starts August 15th. So towards
13th.
The 13th?
Mm-hmm. They start on Friday the 13th.
Oh, well, that's terrifying. Anyway. Well, I knew they started on a Friday. Anyway, but whenever your school starts, that's when, and probably the 13th or the 15th, because some people will start on a Monday here.
Well,
that's
no,
16th.
The 15th
Never mind.
The 15th is a Sunday.
When
that's
school starts, when the kids get educated.
It's okay, educated.
Then you'll see people start really going and getting back in their routine, and you'll start seeing your sales uptick. And that seems to be true, especially last year for us. But even the last other years, it seems like we start seeing a little bit of uptick. So that will be happening within a matter of weeks.
So, Paul, some of the things that I know that I've been doing to get ready for fourth quarter,
yes,
is we've definitely been looking at inventory. You need to start thinking about inventory right now because, as many of you know, if you order liquidation or you even do retail arbitrage, inventory takes time to get to you, and then it also takes time to list. So if you're in the midst of fourth quarter, trying to list for fourth quarter, it's much more difficult. If you send stuff to Amazon, there's a time lag there. And so you need to basically be thinking 1 to 2 months prior to fourth quarter, you need to be thinking about it. So we're technically a couple of months before fourth quarter, well, about a month and a half. And so we need to be thinking about inventory in that sense. So.
Right. Just to catch up here, Naomi Allen says, hello, my favorite Hooks family.
Awesome.
Michelle Estrada says, fourth quarter is, quote unquote, May through February for a reseller. I'm not sure. Statistically, summer is usually the roughest time
Ugh.
for. Now you might be buying.
Yeah.
You might be buying there for the summer. And yes, you're right. Sales don't just stop after December.
Or Michelle Australia is amazing, and she just everybody buys her stuff from May to February.
Yeah, that's what she's saying. We have to prep by inventory. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what you're saying there. Yeah.
Basically, kind of what I was chatting about.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say fourth quarter of when the hottest sales will be.
Sales.
To be honest with you, the week before Christmas, usually it dies off for us.
Nothing.
Because
people can't ship it in time.
Yeah, that's becoming
basically
a
once
issue.
December 1st hits, it really starts to kind of like that's when the hill goes down. And
Yeah,
then like
it can.
then the second week of January hits and it goes back up.
Yeah, people are getting gift cards, they're getting different things like that, and they will go. And you're right about February. January, February is usually a really good month for us also.
Hey, if you're watching this and your family member watches Hooked on Pickin all the time, Hooked on Pickin gift cards.
We have them.
And we do not have expiration dates on our gift cards, so they don't have to buy right now.
100 years from now, you could buy something on Hooked on Pickin.
Yes.
I will be in heaven smiling down upon you.
And James will be shipping it.
Probably my son. Anyway.
Yes.
If they actually take this over.
Actually, 100 years from now, he'll be 116 years old. So
he'll be in heaven, too.
It probably won't be him.
Our great-grandchildren
Our
will
great-grandchildren
gladly ship that off to you.
We'll continue the Hooked on Pickin empire.
Yeah. So, let's see. Silver Fox says, Cyber Monday is my last day to get Christmas gifts.
Yeah, that's smart, because then you get them in time.
And we'll talk about packaging in a little bit. So, when it comes to inventory, you need to make sure you've got you need stuff for people to buy for fourth quarter. It's just that simple. So, the thing that you've noticed us buy the most when you've been watching our channel is liquidation. Now, liquidation has pros and cons, of course. Liquidation usually is your best price you're ever going to get on any item, because they're just trying to get rid of it.
Right.
And lo and behold, even the stuff that they're just trying to get rid of can sell quite well during that fourth quarter. People even buy bathing suits. We don't know why they do things like this.
In the winter.
But they do. I could rip off a chunk of my hair around fourth quarter, throw it on a table, and they might buy it. You know, being silly. But anyway, but when it comes to liquidation, got to think this way. People are buying normally for gifts, okay? So condition is huge, big time. Yeah. If you're buying liquidation and all the boxes are damaged or scuffed or marked up, and maybe the product is good, but the box is kind of trash, you will have a harder time selling that, because people want to buy that train set, they want to buy that plate, that silverware set, they want to buy it to give it to Aunt Sally or whoever.
Now, just for example, this came out of liquidation. And this looks beautiful.
It does.
Perfect box. But then you can have other things that have box damage that you don't want to see in liquidation.
Right.
So.
And it does happen. And there's tricks of the trade that you can try to, clean up a box, make it look a little bit better. And you could suggest that. But still.
You always want to be honest with your descriptions and condition. But most people who buy gifts, want it brand new.
And I would say this is the key when you're thinking. If you were to unwrap that on Christmas morning and you yourselves were to look at it, would you be, wow, did they find this in a dumpster? Right? Even if the product is fine, be a little, if you will, snooty about it. Yeah. You want that presentation to look beautiful, especially if you send anything to Amazon. You will lose your account quicker around this time of the year.
They're a lot more strict, and they really, really watch the account health. And so if you have any kind of returns during the fourth quarter season, they will ban you, and they will restrict or suspend your account.
Yes.
And they hold all your money when they do that.
Okay, so if you will, that's liquidation. I would say key on condition. Yep. So if you're buying uninspected returns, you're going to have a harder time selling some of that stuff.
In fourth quarter. Now, that stuff is still going to sell all year long, and even included in fourth quarter. You're going to still be able to sell things for parts. You're still going to be able to sell things with box damage, but you won't see the swing up in sales unless it's new gift type items.
Correct. Okay, a couple questions before we keep going on the inventory. Jennifer Smith says, what type of products do best for you close to Christmas, toys or clothes? fantastic question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're talking about inventory. Great question. So, what would you say?
Toys.
Yeah, I mean,
toys is the hot seller. The biggest issue with toys is, can you buy it right? So
True.
what are your margins on toys? Like, toys will always sell, but are you only making 50 cents on the toy? And some clothing pieces you can make a little bit more money, but clothing is very specific. So we like to sell clothing. We still do pretty decent on clothing, but sizes are the biggest thing with clothing. Basically anything that's an extra large or larger sells amazing. And we will sell a lot of it during fourth quarter. Your small, mediums, and larges don't sell as quickly. And so margins is the biggest thing, but you're going to blow out of toys.
Yeah, you really will. Everything sells at fourth quarter because people are thinking of gifts. So, you don't buy a toy for your, 25-year-old college age or just got out of college person, but you might buy, I don't know, some coffee press or something like that.
Or a cheese board. Or a bamboo cheese board.
Yeah, that you can find on Hooked on Pickin for $19.99. But anyway,
shameless plug.
Shameless plug. This whole channel is shameless plug. If you haven't figured it out yet. But anyway, people will be buying anything and everything, but toys are very hot. Clothes are good, and Heather's completely right on the clothes. It's just size is an issue. Clothes are one of the most returned items that people will buy, okay? Because they think they're large and they ain't.
Or that particular brand runs small or large or, something
that's
like
true
that.
too. But anyway, so, that can get returned, and so you have to deal with that a little bit. Toys are very rarely returned.
Yep.
Unless they just don't work.
Yeah.
And usually that is the case, that it wouldn't work. Okay, let's see here. Deb Brick says, on individual items on 888 lots, what is the price? Is it for individual items or a whole lot? Thanks.
So the individual items that you've been seeing, anytime I open an individual item box, you pay per item.
Correct.
So if it's like $5, you're going to pay $5 for each one that they have in stock. But the deal with the individual items on 888 lots is sometimes you can negotiate, sometimes you can't if they already have the price basically at the bottom of where they want to be. But you have to buy everything that they have in stock. So if they have 90 of them, you have to buy all 90. If they have 2, you have to buy both. You can't just buy one. So that's the big kind of the hang up with those, is you have to buy everything that they have in stock on that individual item. And it's per item. So if there's 3 of them and they're $5 a piece, you're going to pay $15 plus shipping.
Correct. Let's see here. Dog Point Movie says, hello, Paul and Heather. Time for new huge pallets.
Yes. So we have been reorganizing some stuff just because we were literally covered up in product, and we were walking around we lived in Horderville. We had little alleys in our warehouse. This is when everybody said I wished I had a bigger building when I built this building. And yes, I wish I had a bigger building. But we're actually organizing some things. We've been doing just boxes lately just because that's what we have room for right now because of moving things around. We have in the works, we've got probably in about 2 weeks we'll be doing some pallets.
Yep.
So
that's the plan.
That's the plan. We just have to make room for them and space for them based on the inventory we have. We're really trying to stock up a lot of multiples in inventory just simply because of fourth quarter coming. So we want to have a lot on the store. If you have not noticed, Hooked on Pickin is slammed with so much new products. So if you've not been to the store lately, you should check it out. So if you want to help us out to get more pallets, buy everything off our store, and then we'll have plenty of room for pallets.
Yeah, from a YouTube filming position, a pallet is incredibly time consuming, and it's good for maybe one video sometimes. And
but it takes 4 times the amount of time.
Yeah. Now, it's great for reselling. It's 100% great for reselling.
We get the best deals on the pallets.
Like if I buy a pallet, then sometimes, depending on how well I've done, everything in the pallet might be could be anywhere as low as $3 to $5 an item in the pallet. But it's going to take, if I do 3 boxes, it's going to take me, I think we're down to 2 hours that we can process it, list it,
unbox
film
it, all of it.
Put it up on YouTube, the whole thing. If I do a pallet, you're doing one pallet, it's going to take, probably push in more like 8 hours. 8 hours. Depending on how many items in the pallet now, and that's true. But
so we're trying to right now just get as much product in front of you at a time, and that way you have some options and things to do. But we have not abandoned pallets, so don't worry. We have not abandoned pallets. We have some that we're definitely going to be getting. We're also investigating some new liquidators and stuff, so we'll be looking into different people. So if you have suggestions, you're like, hey, I'd really like you to try such and such a liquidator. Let's see if it's good stuff. We'd be willing to try that. So anytime you guys have suggestions of liquidators you've heard about, send them our way. We can guinea pig it for you, and that way you kind of know the condition and you know you're going to get honest feedback here.
Sure.
So anyway, so yeah, we have not abandoned pallets. We just have not had room for them right now. But we'll have some in the very near future.
Let's see. Jane Henderson says, hi from Australia.
Hello.
Hello.
We have quite a few Australians.
I know we do. It's awesome. Michelle Estrella says the silverware is such a pretty color. It is.
It's like it's an iridescent rainbow kind of.
Not really rainbow.
It's like
purple,
blue, green.
Yeah, really pretty.
It is really pretty.
Jane Henderson says, whoops. Don't know why, but hey. Deborah says, what is a reasonable percentage off to start negotiation with individual items or boxes? I'm assuming you're talking about 888 lots. Are you afraid you're going to offend them? You know, just think about that. So I try to go as low as I humanly possibly can. If it's too low, what that site will do on 888 lots, is that they will quickly put up a message saying they won't accept it.
It's an automatic automated message. So if you go below their bottom dollar, then they'll just immediately go too low, and then you just pick a number higher than that. And
to think about this too, Deb, I have put things like, okay, it's $50 item. And I've said, hey, I'll pay $10. And they'll say, okay, well, they'll take that under advisement. And it says somebody will get back to you within usually 24 to 48 hours. Okay. Mm-hmm. And they don't call you. They just adjust it on the site. Okay.
It's almost like
in your cart.
It's almost like counter offering.
Yeah. Now they can come back and they can counter offer. But during that entire time, anybody else can go, oh, I like that item and I'll pay that price. No problem. Boom. So,
when you negotiate,
quite routinely, you'll have that.
Yeah, when you negotiate, it doesn't lock in that it can be yours.
And if I put down that I'll buy it for 10, they're not bound by first come, first served throws a bid in, right? So if I put down I'll buy it for 10 and some guy says I'll buy it for 30, who are they going to go with?
Yeah, he just gets it.
So you've got some things like that do pop up. Let's see here. Vintage Vagabond says the silverware reminds me of a peacock colors. Yes. That's a great
description.
It is beautiful.
It
is also on sale for $24.99 hooked on Pickin.
Yes, good job.
Okay, keep going on inventory. We talked about liquidation. Very important. Condition, especially for those that are buying gifts for the fourth quarter. And second would be wholesale. Now, wholesale works great, I believe, if you're selling on eBay, Poshmark, and your own website. That is wonderful to be able to do.
So here's an example of like a wholesale item.
Correct.
So this is a grow your own hedgehog. We have blue and green available on the store. Wholesale is you can usually reorder it over and over and over again, and they're always in brand new condition. So you're buying basically straight from the distributor.
Yep. You absolutely are. Now,
normally you need a reseller's license.
Well, you have to say this too. Yes, you need a reseller's license. You might not always be buying from the distributor. This particular company, I am, but there's just wholesale places. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's all they do. They buy very cheaply. They buy thousands and thousands of the particular product, and that because of that they get a deal, and then they sort of upcharge a little bit and then sell it, and still it's cheaper. So it's great for eBay, Poshmark, your own website. Usually not good for Amazon. Because usually by the time you buy it from the wholesaler and then you start looking at it, you go, well, I really can't make money on Amazon.
Because the Amazon fees are high.
But it would be good still to try to scan things, think it through. There might be a way you could bundle the item, and there's all kinds of little tricks of the trade for Amazon on that. But the really cool thing about something like this is it doesn't cost very much, like for the person to buy. And they're perfect little stocking stuffers. Like, can't you see this as like a perfect stocking stuffer Christmas morning? Or you're going to see relatives on Thanksgiving you won't see for Christmas. This you can easily wrap, and it's small for shipping. You can put this in your carry-on bag, when it comes to flying to somebody, So I think that's huge. Think stocking stuffer is what I try to do when I'm thinking wholesale. Usually they're good. They don't have glass. They're usually already in a nice little box. Those sorts of things. So that can be good. If you're going to just strictly stick to Amazon, might be a little tougher to do it.
Well, and some wholesalers or distributors, depending on who you're buying from, will not sell to you if you're going to put it on Amazon. And so they're good if you have a retail space or if you're doing eBay, Poshmark, things like that. But they absolutely do not want their item on Amazon. There are some wholesalers that are like that.
That particular wholesaler is one of them.
Yep.
Let's see here. Patchy the Pirate and Potty the Parrot. What a wonderful name. Arg, my matey. Says, nice sign on the wall behind you. Thumbs up. Thank you.
Thanks.
Very much.
I designed that logo myself.
That's right. Heather's the CEO of Hooked on Pickin.
I am the CEO.
We call her that. We have no clue if she is, but it sounds...
Well, I'm the one in charge, so I guess.
That's right. She is in charge.
I boss Paul around all the time.
Yep, quite a bit, actually. I cry a lot.
No, he doesn't.
Deb Rick says, thanks for the 888 lot info. Very helpful. Yes, I was thinking I did not want to offer it, to offend anyone, but I should give them the opportunity to tell me no. Yeah, I don't think they'll be offended.
Listen, there's not a little guy in the back crying just because you put such a low number.
Honestly, think about it. It's that people are saying, "Hey, I want to buy that." That they want to see people constantly
be interested in their
interested in their stuff. So, and I am. So, anyway, now I'll be bidding against you, Deb Bricks. It'll be fun. So, but anyway, there's plenty to go around.
We still love you, Deb.
Okay, now, when it comes to inventory for fourth quarter, we talked about liquidation. Condition is key. Wholesale, great for stocking stuffers. Maybe not so much for Amazon, but big time for eBay, Poshmark, Hooked on Pickin. Other little platforms seem to go real well that way, especially if you're doing your own website. And now retail arbitrage, probably the most convoluted understanding of them all. Retail arbitrage you can do year-round, but fourth quarter is like the primo time to do retail arbitrage. So if I can explain retail arbitrage just a little bit. Heather goes to Walmart.
Yep.
And you buy what?
I buy lots of toys on clearance.
Very good. She buys, let's say it's a Pokemon Monopoly.
Yes.
And she buys it for $14.99.
Because that's the Walmart price.
That's the Walmart price. I'm making this up. But it's right there, sticker on the shelf, $14.99, and they've got 3 of them. Well, let's just say it becomes one of the hot toys of the year, and every parent's got to get their kid the Pokemon Monopoly.
Sure.
So Heather is taking her scanner, and she scans through certain things on the shelf. She sees that Pokemon, and she sees that it's selling on Amazon for $49.99. She's going to buy that Pokemon right off the Walmart shelf, and what are you going to do? I'm
going to come home. Well, first I'm going to make sure that I can sell it, because sometimes you're restricted. But, I know I'm not restricted. I can sell it. I've done Monopoly games before. Great. I'm going to come home. I'm going to list it on Amazon, throw a label on it, ship it in, and then I'm going to make the profits. Now, there still is 30% fees.
Sure.
But if it's selling for $50, I'm still, even at take the 30% off and the $14.99 I paid for it, I'm still making a profit. So that is essentially, in a small nutshell, retail arbitrage.
Correct.
You can buy things on clearance, and you can buy things full price and flip it on Amazon for a profit, just simply because everybody's got Amazon Prime. They're like, you know what, I'm going to throw 2 or 3 things more in my cart, and you can sell it for a higher price on Amazon.
Yeah, it's that. Also, toys, like she said, toys are huge. Just walk down. If you have an ability to sell toys on Amazon, which quite a few people do if you get on Amazon, just walk down a toy aisle and start scanning.
With your Amazon seller app. Not the Amazon.com app, the Amazon seller app, because it gives you the fee prices. Yeah, and you can only have the Amazon seller app if you have an account.
Correct. So you have to be paying the monthly fee and so on, and many of you already do that. So the only thing I would say about it is retail arbitrage is wonderful because you're looking right at the product and it's great and it looks wonderful and the whole deal that way. And you can buy it knowing even the sales rank on Amazon, how quickly that thing could sell. All right? And if it's ever you scan something that's number 1, you buy it immediately. And
Yeah.
it will, especially if you can make
Usually,
money, and you will make money before it even hits the warehouse. It's crazy. But there's also a little bit of a warning sign to this. At any moment, let's say you bought that Pokemon Monopoly, you got it home, you waited 3 days for some unknown reason to ship it in. You've scanned it, you've labeled it, you've shipped it in. It takes about a week to get to the warehouse, sometimes a little longer around the Christmas season.
A week to get there, scanned, and be live.
Correct.
On Amazon.
So, yeah, so now your thing is live. And it was selling for $49.99. Now it's selling for $23.99.
And there goes all your profit.
And you will barely even make any money, if not lose $1.23 or something like that. There's also the potential, though, for instead of it being $59.99 or $49.99, it is $79.99. That's not unheard of around fourth quarter. That's when you hear that hot toy. Those are the Tickle Me Elmo. Those are the... I'm trying to think of another hot toy.
2 years ago...
Was Furby way back in the day.
Hatchimals.
Hatchimals.
Was super popular.
Yeah, there's all sorts of things. And they just blow up for that season. So, anyway, let's see if we have any more comments about that. Let's see here. Stacy says, when do you start listing Christmas items like ornaments and Christmas decor?
Now.
Yeah, I think you can now. I really do.
Pretty much as soon as school starts. Now, I know school starts differently for different people. We're starting basically on the 13th of August. I know my family in Michigan, they don't start till after Labor Day. But I would say right about the beginning of end of August, early September, just because depending on what platform you use, like I said, Amazon is about a 1 week to 2 week lag time when you list it, send it in before it's actually live. So you have to take that into consideration. But if you're doing like an eBay or a Poshmark where you're in control of the actual product, the sooner is better, especially like for eBay. You usually pay the fee per month if you're doing a buy it now. And so go ahead and list it in September. If you have to relist it, you're only going to have to relist it for 3 months for fourth quarter. Poshmark, you don't have any fees at all. So list it right. I mean, Poshmark, I would list it any time of the year, even if it is Christmas. Because it doesn't cost anything to have it sitting there online. And who knows, someone might have a Christmas in July party and you just sell a Christmas dress in the middle of summer.
It can also clog up your inventory. So you just got to, how much space do you have and all that. The other rule of thumb, when do you start listing Christmas items like ornaments and Christmas decor? Think about the companies that have done the big market research. Mm-hmm. So you go to Walmart, when do they put out their Christmas stuff?
Then that's when you start listing it.
Let's be honest. That gets early and earlier. Do you think they're just making a big mistake?
No.
Nope. They've done the market research and they know people are looking for it more. And so they're putting it out there earlier and earlier. You see Christmas stuff go up at Walmart, you can put your stuff out there.
The other thing, too, is use that same rule when it comes to discounting your Christmas items. So it's going to be probably December 1st, December 10th. They're going to start putting all the Christmas stuff on clearance. Now, Christmas is not over yet, but they're going to start putting all the Christmas stuff on clearance because nobody is decorating in December. They decorate in November or maybe the first week of December. But by December 10th, your people aren't buying ornaments anymore. And so you can start putting your stuff on clearance to kind of make way for Valentine's Day.
That's a fluid thing, though. Mm-hmm. And Heather's right. Watch when they start putting their stuff on clearance, because what's happening is, because of shipping issues, which we'll talk about in a moment, what stores are doing is they've realized, it doesn't matter if you can buy it online if they can't get it to you in time. So they've got to come to Walmart. They got to come to Myers. They got to come to Target. They got to come to whatever. And so sometimes they'll keep it at their full price because they know you'll come in. If you're missing,
a string of lights,
you can't order it and get it online. You will walk to Walmart. You won't walk to Walmart. You'll drive to Walmart and then you'll go in and get it. So, they think that stuff through too.
Unless you live next door to Walmart, then you
That's true. Then you could walk to Walmart. Let's see. Deborah says, thanks for love. Back at you. LM Ebert. Says, what type of products to resell would you say is good to dip your toe with limited storage?
Toys?
I'd say toys when it comes to the fourth quarter situation that we're about to go into.
I think toys are all year long.
It's true.
We sell toys all year long. Clothing doesn't take up a lot of space either.
That's true.
Um,
Smalls. Think smalls with limited.
Yeah.
So even like little bits of jewelry,
jewelry, flashlights,
little items.
Just yeah.
Yep. And they're easier to ship, and there's a lot of pluses.
Don't do glass. Anything that's glass related, unless you can make a huge profit on it, I try to avoid anything breakable in shipping.
Honestly, for that, if you're dipping your toe in, I wouldn't buy a pallet. I would buy cases or boxes to be high as you go.
To be honest, when we first started, we started retail arbitrage, because then you're buying 1 to 2 items at a time. Right. You're listing 1 to 2 items at a time. Yes, it's more time consuming, but there's less risk because you know exactly how much you're going to make when you buy that item. You're looking, okay, I'm going to pay $3 for it. It's selling for $15. I know there's a profit there even with fees. And so retail arbitrage is the least amount of risk. And you are in full control. When you start buying cases and pallets out of liquidation, you usually end up with about 10 to even 30% of the box or case going, what am I going to do with this? It's not worth anything to sell. So it either gets disposed of, donated, or you have to be very creative in figuring out how to bundle something to sell it. So you see us buy a lot of liquidation and stuff like that, but the one thing you have to remember with liquidation and buying pallets and cases is there's all that leftover excess. What do you do with that? So sorry, that was a little bit of a rabbit trail.
Sure. Silver Fox says, I sold some elf PJs in June on Poshmark. Yeah.
Fantastic.
See? Wonderful. Dog Point Movie says, big news in my country, Amazon has no distribution from their products, so they shred everything. Now they have to deal on another way with the returns, not as in the USA where Amazon products are big.
Yeah, so they don't do liquidation.
Yeah.
They just destroy everything.
Well, there you go. You need to walk up to them, first build yourself a massive warehouse.
And say, I'll be a secondary wholesaler.
I'll take, instead of shredding it, I'll take all your stuff. And
start buying it from them, and then you'll
be a multi-millionaire.
There you go. All right.
Okay, so we've talked about inventory. Inventory is huge. We talked about liquidation. We talked about wholesale. We talked about retail arbitrage. The last thing, if you will, that we talk about and then answer any question is, remember, when it comes to the fourth quarter, you need packaging supplies. You need everything you need for shipping.
Right now.
If you're used to getting your boxes from the United States Postal Service, and it comes November, and you say, oh, I just ran out of that box, I'll order more. It may not get there till January.
So, rule of thumb, if you order free post office boxes, it usually takes my boxes to get to me about 3 weeks. Come here in about 2 months, it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to get the free boxes. And they run out of them at the post office. So, if you're looking to go and grab 3 or 4 from the post office, everybody is doing that at Christmas time because the regular family member is shipping out. And so you as a reseller gets put in the lurch. So I would recommend right now and in the next 3 or 4 weeks, you need to order and have an overstock of all your regular post office boxes. And if you use a box company like we do, we use St. Louis Paper Company for all of our boxes. We are going to be buying excess because although they're much better in keeping things in stock because they prepare for the big rush of shipping, sometimes we don't want them to run out. So I want to be able to get my stuff before everybody else does because it's my livelihood. I need boxes to ship my stuff.
Right. Think about if you're shipping quite a bit, how much tape are you going through? Think about, okay, my shipping is going to go up. I need more tape. I need more labels. I need more boxes.
I need more ink for my printer.
Correct.
All of that.
All those different things. You don't want to be stuck with, you can't ship something out because you don't even have a box to put it in. That's when you want to just sit and cry and have problems.
Well, and you don't have time in fourth quarter to have to deal with troubleshooting stuff like that, simply because most of the time what you want to be doing in fourth quarter is shipping stuff out. I find it very difficult to list items in fourth quarter because I'm shipping so much. I don't have time. Now, those are the times, too, that you can hire the local high school kid to come and do some packaging for you, or, build the boxes while you package it, since you want to be more careful with the item than maybe a high school student or something. And so, that's something you might want to consider as well if you find that you're just getting behind and falling behind, because along with the packaging supplies and shipping is delayed. during Christmas.
Well,
so you want to ship your item as quickly as possible.
Remember 2020. 2020 was an absolute nightmare shipping. Now, you had a couple things going on, right? Besides the global pandemic. Amazon shifted how they were shipping things and put more pressure on the United States Postal Service to be able to ship the item out. So that was a horrible thing that happened.
I think they're going to be better this year now.
I don't think so at all. I don't think anyone has changed anything. The United States Postal Service is not going, we're about to have an uptick. Let's go get a whole bunch more employees. That will not happen.
I think, though, with Amazon having their own vehicles, that might help a little with Amazon.
It depends. It depends on, in your area, if you see those Amazon trucks driving around a lot, that means those are all franchises. That's not really from Amazon. Amazon put that out. They even offered us one. They put that out as a franchise to say, would you like this area? And it's going to cost, I think it was like $300,000, and then they give you the vehicle. But I'm like, no. But anyway, and then they get a little percentage of every little package. But anyway, if you see a lot of those trucks driving around, and you can order something on Amazon, and it's delivered by one of those Amazon trucks really well, then okay, you might have a little bit of a better situation. But if most of your packages that come from Amazon are delivered by the United States Postal Service, good luck. They're not fixing anything.
It's going to get worse. They use the same amount of people and just put more pressure on them.
Right. That's my rant about Postal. So now we're buffering.
We're buffering.
Probably because I talked about ranting.
There we go.
No, we're back.
Yep, we're back.
Good. Okay, so people will be, or I think what's going to happen is when people remember 2020, they're going to be ordering even earlier, which might they may even start ordering in August and September even more than what they were because they got burned last year and they're going to go, I don't want that to happen to me.
I had one particular package that I was very frustrated, and my customer was amazing, that got shipped on December 1st that they didn't receive until the second week of January.
Yep.
And so quite
a few people have a story like that.
Yeah, so that just gives you an idea of what we dealt with last year. And I feel like because of the employment and the way that they had to do COVID restrictions, still to this day, it's still going to be kind of a wonky situation with shipping this year. And like he said, they really haven't changed a lot from last year. And so I agree. I think you're going to get a lot more people that are going to start ordering Christmas supplies in September. And then you've got that coupled with beginning of school kind of supplies and things that are happening like that. I know I did all my school shopping online. We had the majority of things, and she needed like 7 things. So I'm like, rather than run to the store, we're just going to order it all online. And so I think a lot more of that is just happening just because of the age of technology. Everybody is used to ordering straight from their smartphones or their desktops, and so therefore they're going to do it. So people are going to be ordering a lot earlier. And so if your slowdown happens earlier, than normal, that's okay, because probably your sales are going to start earlier than normal for fourth quarter.
Okay, Jennifer Smith says, does offering special deals for free shipping work better in the fourth quarter?
I think anytime you offer a deal on free shipping, it's beneficial because Amazon has conditioned us for free shipping.
Yeah.
People are used to getting free shipping, and when they have to pay for shipping, it gives them a gut check of maybe I'll find another listing to buy this off of, even on eBay.
Sure.
So anytime you can offer free shipping or combined shipping, that's always a benefit. Think about also offering maybe some special deals on your particular closet on Poshmark or your eBay, offer sales when it's close to Cyber Monday and things like that, because that's what people are accustomed to. And so they'll be looking for it on your websites and your platforms as well. And so if you're a part of yard sale groups or reseller groups, then start announcing that. Say, hey, on Cyber Monday, my whole eBay store, here's the link, is going to all be discounted. Every item's going to be $2 or $3 less or 20% off or whatever.
Yeah.
And you'll have the option to do that. I know I'm going to look into, maybe doing something, but I'm not sure yet. So.
Yep. Okay, is there any other questions? I think we've covered when fourth quarter is, inventory, packaging supplies. Those are the 2, if you will, biggies to think about and to be concerned about when it comes to fourth quarter. If you have any more questions, we'll hang on here for just a little bit, and then we'll probably pop off.
Yeah, also, if you like the content, You can always do a super chat and buy Paul or me more Coke because mine's gone. Be checking out Hooked on Pickin. Also, another reminder, if you got in here after we made the mention of it, we are going to be resuming fire sales. Our first one is going to be August 19th. They will be Thursdays, so they'll be this day of the week. Thursdays, and they'll be the exact same time we started this live stream. So 45 minutes ago is when we started this. So they'll be noon Central Standard Time, which is the same time of the day as the other ones, but they'll be moved to Thursdays. We just got a lot of stuff going on Friday nights with our son playing football on the varsity team on Friday nights, which we're really excited about. But we can't do fire sales on Fridays and really dedicate the time that's needed for you customers. So we moved them to Thursdays. And so we're really excited about adding some fire sales back in. I know it's been a little while and we enjoyed the summer. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the summer. And check out Hooked on Pickin because we have so many new products on Hooked on Pickin and we'll continue to add new products. And if you are not subscribed to our email list, please let me know. I can always click your customer information and make you a subscriber. Anytime I add new product, I send an email about. I do not bombard you with emails. Those of you who are on my email subscription list know you get maybe one email a week,
sometimes
maybe two at the most. And some weeks you don't get an email at all. So I usually only send them out when I have new product.
Yep.
So
try not to be annoying with emails.
I hate annoying email people, and I unsubscribe to the people who send me stuff every day. Yep. So I don't do that.
Okay, we do have a question here. Mike Wickham says, my question is, when is the best time to start listing for Christmas? So we kind of answered that a little bit earlier, but you can list right now if you'd like to. Mm-hmm. Also, another key, Mike, as we talked about, and you can rewatch and see what we discussed a little bit more about that, but you look at when Walmart, when Myers, when Target put their Christmas stuff out, they've done the market research. And as soon as they put it out, you need to have your stuff out there too.
Yep.
Okay, I don't see any other questions coming in.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this live stream and info. We're going to still do info one. So next Thursday, we'll have another live reseller Q&A. And then August 19th, you guys can tune in for the fire sale. Feel free. You can ask some questions on the fire sale about some of the products we're selling too. But make sure you tune in there. I always put a link to the live streams on the Hooked on Pickin Facebook page. So if you're not a part of the Hooked on Pickin Facebook page, make sure you join that. I will always put a link about 15 minutes prior to it, but it'll be noon Central Standard Time on Thursdays is when we're always live. So hopefully we'll see you next week for some other topics that we're going to be talking about to help you in your reseller business and get you prepped and ready to go for this fourth quarter Christmas time so you can make the most money on reselling. And of course, remember in the end, Jesus wins.